Man, you ever have one of those days where you're just minding your own business, trying to catch a moment of peace, and then bam, some punk kid decides to make you their entertainment? That's exactly what happened to me last week, sitting on my favorite bench in Riverside Park, the one by the old oak tree where the sunlight hits just right. I'm Clarence Williams, retired schoolteacher, 68 years old, just trying to enjoy the breeze and the sound of kids laughing in the distance until this kid, Tyler, struts up, all smirks and swagger, looking like he's auditioning for the role of neighborhood jerk. So, there I am, leaning on my cane, soaking in the quiet, when Tyler, maybe 16, scrawny with a mop of brown hair, plants himself in front of me, tossing out this cocky, "Hey, old man, you just gonna sit there all day doing nothing?" I look up, keep my cool, and say, "Afternoon, son, just enjoying the view." But this kid, he's not here for small talk. He's got that glint in his eye, like he's hunting for trouble, and I can feel the kind of trouble that's been simmering in him, probably fed by his dad's bitter rants about certain people not belonging in his park. See, Riverside's got this HOA crowd, always whispering about who fits in and who doesn't, and Tyler's clearly been drinking their Kool-Aid. He starts circling my bench, tossing little digs, "Bet you never worked a real job, huh?" And I'm thinking, kid, I taught history for 40 years, shaped more minds than you've got brain cells. But I stay calm, say, "I worked plenty, son, helped kids like you learn a thing or two." That just makes him laugh, sharp and mean, like he's quoting his dad again. Yeah, right, people like you just take up space. My grip tightens on my cane, but I've been here before. Decades of snide comments, cold stares, people thinking they can sum me up in one ugly word. I tell him, real slow, "Everybody's got something to teach, if you're willing to listen." He doesn't like that. Steps closer, flicks a pebble at my shoe, says, "Maybe you should have stayed where you belong." Now, I'm not gonna lie, that stung. Not the pebble of words. They're the kind of words that carry weight, passed down like a family curse. I can see it in his eyes. This kid's not just messing around. He's trying to prove something, maybe to himself, maybe to his dad's buddies in the HOA who think this park's their private club. I keep my voice steady, say, "You're digging a deep hole, son, and you don't even know it." But Tyler's too far gone, grinning like he's winning, and then Wham shoves me, hard, right in the chest. My cane clatters to the ground, and I stumble, catching myself on the bench. My heart's pounding, not from fear, but from that old, familiar anger, the kind I've spent a lifetime learning to keep in check. He shoves me again, harder, and I'm thinking, this kid's got no idea who he's messing with. I stand up, slow, deliberate, look him dead in the eye, and say, "You think pushing an old man makes you tough? Hate doesn't make you strong, son, it makes you weak." For a second, he freezes, like he sees something in me he didn't expect. But before he can swing again, a voice cuts through the air, "Hey, step away from him." And there's Officer Daniels, jogging toward us, hand on his radio, eyes locked on Tyler like a hawk. Tyler's face goes white, his bravado melting faster than ice in July. Daniels gets between us, voice like steel. "What do you think you're doing, kid? You think it's okay to shove an old man around?" Tyler stammers. "Two was just messing around. It wasn't serious." But Daniels isn't having it. He's seen enough, says, "You're coming with me." And that's when the real drama kicks in. Tyler's mom, Linda, comes charging across the park, screaming like she's ready to sue the whole city. "You can't touch my son. He's a good kid. What did that man do to provoke him?" She's pointing at me, eyes wild, like I'm the one who started this. I just look at her, calm as I can, and say, "Your boy made his own choices, ma'am." But Linda's not hearing it. She's too busy yelling about how her precious Tyler's life is going to be ruined, how this is all a misunderstanding, how I must have done something to deserve it. Daniel shuts her down, says, "Ma'am, I saw your son assault this man. He's facing charges." Linda loses it, screaming about lawsuits, about how the HOA is going to hear about this. But when she starts poking Daniels in the chest, he's done. "Cuff her," he says, and just like that, both Tyler and his mom are in handcuffs, headed to the station. Tyler's looking at the ground, all his toughness gone, and I can't help but feel a twinge of pity. Kid's just parroting what he's been taught, but now he's learning the hard way actions have consequences. A week later, I'm back at my bench, the park quiet again, when I see Tyler walking toward me, hands in his pockets, looking like a different kid. No smirk, no swagger, just shame. He stops a few feet away, says, "Mr. Williams, I'm sorry for everything. I was wrong." I let his words hang there, then nod. Takes guts to say that, son. What happens next is on you. He tells me he's got community service, counseling, says he's trying to be better, but his mom's still fighting, still blaming everyone but herself. I sigh, tell him, you don't have to be like her. You can choose different. He nods, gives me a small smile, and walks away, lighter than before. Sitting there, watching the sun dip low, I can't help but wonder, will he change? Or will his mom's anger pull him back? Some folks hold on to hate like it's all they've got, but others maybe they can let it go. What do you think? Can a kid like Tyler really turn it around? Or is he too deep in his family's mess? Drop a comment. Tell me your take. I am curious to hear what you make of this whole thing.